Hi, my name is Deborah Elias with Elias Events. I'm celebrating 25 years being in business, and it has been a really amazing 25 years. When I first started, cell phones didn't exist, apps definitely didn't exist, there was no Facebook, there was no Uber, but for special events, there were no indoor fireworks. LED screens didn't even exist. And now the industry has been elevated with degree programs in event planning and so many ways that you can make your events spectacular. I just do a session every year called the Wow Factor, where I give 30 ideas to the attendees at special event to really help them elevate their meetings and special events. So I hope you'll join me in watching the Wow Factor. All right, well, good morning. How are you guys? Good, good. We had, I asked a question earlier, how many people this is their first TSE, and there was about 20 hands that were raised, maybe some more now. Good, that's exciting. Is it because this is your first, how many of you is your first time in industry with, in the industry, not necessarily the first time at TSE? Good, all right, so not hardly anybody, so people have been in the industry for a long time. My name is Deborah Elias. I own Elias Events based out of Houston, Texas, but I do events all over the world. And this year I'm celebrating 25 years in business. So I've been around before there were actual degrees in event planning, and started in this industry and have just watched it grow immensely. This is probably my 8th time speaking here at Special Event. And the topic that I do is called the Wow Factor. So over the course of the next hour, I'm going to show you a ton of videos. Ideally, I would love to have the products here for you, but it's just not something that I'm able to do. Kind of similar to what Michael Ciarelli will be doing in a couple days. He always has the show and all the entertainment, and it's fabulous. So mine is just a little bit more downscaled, but I'm going to show a lot of videos and give you a bunch of ideas. I go kind of across the board, so it's going to be things that you can do, one in your work product to help you with proposals. There'll be ideas for decor, entertainment, food and beverage. So it just goes across the board. And it's not necessarily just for event planners. I've had production companies come and tell me they've gotten some good ideas. Photographers have gotten good ideas, for sure decorators. So I hope that you'll glean a lot from it. At the end of the presentation, there's going to be a QR code that'll take you to a place where I'll have all of the ideas, their websites, and you're able to get that. And so you don't have to keep up with everything or write everything down. You definitely will get that at the end. And also, if you have any questions during it, please feel free to raise your hand and ask. I hope that I can answer them all correctly to the best of my ability. So let's get started with the Wow Factor. We're seeing a lot. When I first started, there were no LED screens. Probably, I would say maybe 15, 17 years ago, they started coming out, and they were very expensive, and the pixelation was pretty wide. And so we've now kind of come down to this new era where it's not just LED display screens anymore. We're doing the lucid ones now. So for your events, inside your buildings, you're seeing more stuff like this. This is what they're doing in China. This is how they're doing their events in China, how you're seeing in Germany. So I think that you're going to see a lot more of this coming down the pipe. And a lot of production companies are starting to buy and purchase the LED screens. Oh, that's the beat in the drum beating in the video. So you'll start seeing a lot more of this. And you can do it at events, and it can be in your pre-function space, especially if you're doing a trade show or a product launch. You can really have that and be able to show the product and display it in a really cool and new fashion. So along those same lines, you're seeing a lot of 3D. So let me play this first picture. This is at a trade show, and you can kind of see that it's going to veer in towards it. So you're seeing a lot more of the 3D hologram, and that's being done. It's getting less expensive to do because more people, like I said, the more that people do it, the more products are available. You're able to do this kind of 3D hologram that you're seeing here. But on the flip side, and this is what I love about this industry, there's always going to be things that come out that are going to be a little cheaper. And so this is TLC Creative did this one. But then you've got straight out of China, you've got a hologram fan, which for the mere low price of, I think it's $199, you can get this fan, set it up at your event, and have your little hologram that way. So these, like a lot of the products, not quite sure what she's doing there, but having fun. A lot of these products, and I'll tell you, you can just type in 3D hologram fan. You're going to see a lot of places that have them, especially on Amazon and Temu. But it's just getting less expensive to do these things. Now, it's not a great quality, but for sure you're going to see more of this coming down the pipeline. And that's the fan you see there that he's showing, and you're able to show your logo and all sorts of different products. So Nuke Pods, I'll play the video, which doesn't have sound, but these, you're seeing more and more of this, especially during COVID when everybody was doing the social distancing. But these are pods that you can create, and they have many different configurations. You can have this especially for your trade show, your pre-function space, when you're doing breakout sessions. They even have some of the bigger ones that you can do and have more people in the booth. You're seeing a lot of this you'll definitely use at an exhibition hall when you're wanting to have one-on-one meetings. These run, there's just a full gamut because you can have them with the charging stations without, you can have them customized with your logo. So they're gonna run, starting at probably 5,000 and up, and then depending on how many days that you have it and the customization that you have. So this next one, My Portable Stage, I kind of am obsessed with this because a lot of times just, you've got a DJ, you've got a small band, you have just one speaker speaking, and the hassle of getting a jack stage where, you got to skirt it and do everything with it. My Portable Stage will come in, and these run about $659, and watch how easy this is to put together. So you can kind of daisy chain them. You can do, more than one, create a fashion show stage. They do come with skirting if you need it, and it's just all self-contained. So that one, I think I said they run about $659 and then up depending on what size that you get.
What's the load level on those things? Are they pretty strong?
Probably not. I'm sure that you can hold. Some of the pictures have, a small band setup and DJ. So, but that's a good question, and I'll know to remember that for next time. Look it up, but you'll see it at mystage.com. This next one, I'm kind of obsessed with because especially those who are in production companies, rental companies, you're seeing when you're using a generator, especially like the smaller ones, or if you're doing like a house event and you need to have a small generator, this one called Zombie Box, and listen. So this is a cover that's going in front of your generator, and you can hear it really reduces the sound. You see how it kind of goes down, you don't hear it as much. Now, especially once he gets around to the front, you barely hear it anymore. Now, more so, their other product is this one that actually fits around the generator. So that's the regular generator. And now you've got a box that's really reducing it. And these they've got different configurations, different products, but these start about $349. So that is Zombie Box. All right, so this next kind of section is going to be a lot of LED products, LED lighting, and different ways that you can use it. This first one, hyperspace lighting, seeing this a lot in centerpieces at events. You can do taller ones. They have them where they can be cocktail tables, but it's doing this, you know, the infinity lighting. You've got different patterns, different modes. They have the smaller ones that are really great for little centerpieces that sit like in a cube. See how it's sitting in the corner there. You've got different ways you can do it. And you can definitely sync them. So these tend to run, depending on the size, $169 to $450. And of course, you've got remote control. You can get them all together in one setting. And these, you probably might have seen this ad on Instagram, because it's definitely, they're pushing it pretty hard on Instagram. But I kind of love these as decor, outside decor, entrance walkway leading up to an event. What you're going to see here is, again, it's a really amazing way, very inexpensive, the ability to daisy chain them all together and just have a little bit of a wow factor, your entrance to your event. You could have them inside of, say, a bar mitzvah or a birthday party to really give you a lot more of an effect at the event. But they come in very self-contained. Again, you've got your remote control. You're able to daisy chain them. So these are called LED sparkler lights. And then a little bit in that same version, we're going to do an LED curtain that you can hang up behind. Maybe you do like a little lounge furniture seating in a trade show booth. You've got the curtain sitting on the wall behind you. You can see you can program it to do different things. You can sync it with your computer. You can put a logo up there, words. This is pretty inexpensive. This little setup is about $100. Again, Amazon, Temu, various sites. And then again, at your trade shows, we've got the LED display signs, which are seeing a lot. So outside the door, they have the kind of meter boards, the electronic meter boards. This one takes it a little bit to a different level because it is taller. It's less pixelated than some of the ones that you're seeing outside. And again, you can put them all together to make a pretty dynamic screen. Base price on these is about $2,500 if you're purchasing them, and then there's various production companies. You know, you could go to yours. What I do with my production companies in Houston, they hate it when I find a new product because I make them buy them. So, but I guarantee that I'm going to use them at some point. So way back when the indoor sparklers, the indoor fireworks first came out, and I actually had seen it in Germany at a show, and I told my production guy, you got to get them. You know what I'm talking about, the little, the cold spark, sorry, exactly. They run on titanium, so you don't have to have a fire marshal. You can put your hair in front of it and it's not gonna catch on fire. I made my guy buy them and I said, I guarantee you, and then within 2 years, everybody in the world has them, and now they're commonplace everywhere you go. You can't have a wedding without them, right? So, getting your production partners to really buy these products should be pretty easy. Of course, I'm kind of joking. This one, Hexatouch. So this is, the next two slides are going to be products that look like they're basically just for the home, and they're probably billing them that way. But when I look at products, I try to find ways that I can incorporate them into my events, especially if I think that they're a pretty cool product. On this one, I think this would be great in a trade show booth. You can, put them on the wall. You can do many different configurations with them. And so as you touch, you've got the lights that go off and on. You can set them to different, this next video will show you. You can set them to different colors. You can have them programmed. Now, they're not battery operated, so you are going to have to daisy chain them together, and then you will have to plug something in the wall. But I think you can, for an event, put this on a wall. You can kind of create a really cool effect. I can see this at an entrance to a holiday party in this configuration, and then maybe that's same kind of area where you do a photo booth or maybe a display station and have food down in front of it. But very inexpensive. These things run on Amazon $5 to $10 a piece, and then you buy as many as you need. And then mod lighting. This one for sure, they're billing as something that you're gonna do in your home. I totally see this same thing as an entranceway to your event. You put these on the wall, and I think they just make a really cool, seamless, very modern effect down a hallway, on the walls of a trade show booth. They're programmable. All of them are. I keep saying that, but of course. And now that I'm saying this, you know, everything I'm saying, all y'all's phones are now Instagram. You're gonna get ads for all this stuff coming up. I guarantee it. That's, like, I see ads for everything, because when I looked at it once, there you go. And then these are the cheapest little things on the face of God's green earth, like this whole pack. These are exploding balloons. Let me show. But like, you can get the whole package for less than $100 and create an explosion with the balloons. And this is something very cheap and inexpensive, but it can make a really cool effect for, definitely for bar mitzvah, birthday party, a retirement party. I could see doing a whole wall of balloons and doing a reveal, explode the balloons all at one time. And this might be an obnoxiously long video. I think it is. And they're definitely reusable. Of course, the balloons aren't. All right, I'm going to the next one. So these are reusable LED balloons, which a ceiling full of these would really make a really cool effect. But we're seeing them a lot instead of doing flowers or instead of doing sparklers, doing these at a wedding and having the bride and groom walk down through those. That would make a great video, a great photo. And these are totally reusable. Okay, let's get into, how many of you guys use Canva? It's like obsessed, right? It's the best thing ever. Have you guys seen some of their new things that they're doing? So when I'm doing a proposal, even just 2 years ago before ChatGPT came into play, and their ability to just make a picture from the coding words that you put in. Well, Canva said, okay, we're gonna take this one step further and make it even easier. So in this, what I did in the first kind of photo is I said, I want a girl sitting on the cliff and I want her in a red dress staring at the sunset. So I got these. And then I said, okay, now I want, looking in the distance, we're gonna have a red balloon, hot air balloon, and then they gave me these versions. This literally took less than 30 seconds to do one to the other. So this is, and I'll show you.
Here's how to create these cool
This is in Canva Magic Design.
On Canva using AI. This is a brand new feature on Canva. Let me show you how to do it. Go to apps and you're gonna click on Magic Media. Canva can now generate images using AI based on what you type in. In order to generate good images, you need to give it a good prompt. So if you're lazy like me, here's an easy hack. Go to ChatGPT and type in Midjourney prompt and copy paste that over on Canva. If you're brand new to AI image generation, using ChatGPT prompts can be an easy workaround. Now once you create generate image, it's gonna create all these beautiful images for you based on your prompt. You can always regenerate these based on your output, and you have about 500 credits a month that resets. And that's how you do it. Hope this is helpful. Make sure to follow
So she ended up using the Midjourney prompts, which you can do to really fine-tune the video and make it very, the one that I did was pretty generic, but you can see that it's fairly easy to do. So before, when you thought of an idea for a proposal and I want a girl in a hot air balloon over the ocean, you would have to kind of cut and paste little images together and have to get them to kind of envision it. Now, within a matter of 30 seconds, you can literally kind of create the video that you want. So that's Magic Design. The next one is Magic Grab, which literally you can take any photo and you can grab that piece out of it and remove it, move it where you want it to be. You can take the background out of it. So now you can use that to just work with your proposals later on when you're putting together your deck and after photos. You've got a great way to do Magic Grab. If you really dive deep into Canva, there are so many things that you can do, and unfortunately it's making graphic designers obsolete in some ways. This one I'm just obsessed with just because it's fun to play around. So the picture on the right is at my birthday party, and then I used this app called Geo. You take any photo, put it in Geo, and then it'll turn it into a headshot for you. So you've got many different styles. They do headshots. They do kind of like a more office setting where you're more in a business suit, like the one that you see. They've got so many different ways, and it literally took 20 seconds to take, and you can't tell. It looks seamless, right? You don't see that, there's no evidence at all that that's not a professional photographer taking that. So that one is called Geo app. That one is like $29 for the year or $6 for a week. I did about 20 of them. Once you start, you can't stop. Like, you get obsessed with taking every photo and turning it into a headshot. Seeing drones a lot, and especially if you're doing outdoor events. This little thing is $399, and it's real. I think it's especially for people that do Instagram, that are influencers. If you've got at an event, it's really just designed to work with you and promote that side of your business. But for an event, you can have it in the air, getting shots of the event if you don't maybe have a photographer that can do it. Yeah, it's going to be a little precarious, and you've got to make sure. I would say using this is, at an event, you would do it before everybody comes in, get your shots of the whole scene. I don't know that I would necessarily do this when there's a ton of people at an event. But I like to especially clear the room, get photos that I can then use in my deck and show to future clients. So something like this, I think, is incredible. It's about $3.99, and it's called Hover Air. So this is Never Miss Moments. You're seeing a lot more of the QR codes, like you're gonna get a QR code in the end. This one is, at your gala, at your wedding, your party, you're putting the QR code, asking all the guests to upload to the QR code, and then you've got all the moments that are happening that maybe you aren't around to see. So they're all being put in one place, and then kind of like Spot My Photos that is here all week. Very similar, but this is a specialized QR code that you're going to have for your event. Now on this one, if you did want to write this down, it's normally $42.50 for the licensing of it. If you type in Elias Events, you will get 10% off. That's a discount code for that, and that's ELIAS Events. There we go. This is another great app, SiteV. So this one, you download the app, and it really is just an incredible way to do table seating because it's it's a collaboration with Canva. So you can really take and get all the colors, do the complete place setting, really do a far more dived in place setting than you're going to find maybe on some of the other apps to do the seating assignments. This one really gives your clients the full visual of everything that you're going to have at that event. So it comes with the template settings. extremely easy to work like Canva is. You can change out the colors, you can change out the silverware to make it, if you want it to do gold-plated silverware instead of silver, change out the chair colors, the linens. It's just a really smart, intelligent, easy to use app. Like I said, I do a lot of, we're about to get into the expensive section, but this section is, apps and stuff like that. This is a silly little pen that is, $5. But I just love the way it does this mirror effect. So it's a liquid chrome. You can do it on bottles, shoes, all sorts of things. It's called the Mirror Marker from Marker Zone. Again, it's a cheap little product, but what you can do with it, I think is fantastic. All right, enough of that, you get the... All right, let's move into a little bit more high-end products for your events. This company called Boozed, let's play the video and then we'll talk more about it. We're seeing a lot of AI-generated So kind of the ability to do, in the back of it, they can take any alcohol, put it into the system, then you can order your whatever drink that you want. I had this at a trade show, a wedding trade show a couple weeks ago, and you can go over to the be at the dance floor, enter your drink order in the QR code, and then by the time you come over there, it's ready to go. So you can be on the dance floor, order your drink, you don't have to really wait at the bar, and then go get your drink. I'm obsessed with this, I think this is so cool. This one runs for about 100 people. It's about $3,500 for 4 hours. Now that doesn't include the alcohol, and then you do have to deal with the beverage commission, whatever the policies are in your state. Like in Texas, they'd have to figure out a way to buy out the alcohol to be able to put that in the machine for your venue. But I think it's fun. People will enjoy it because it's a new concept. And then this one, the Cocktail Claw, is you're coming. Has anyone seen this yet? I think this is so much fun. Get the little tiny alcohol bottles. It's booze time. Gary, do you have this?
I have 3 claw machines, and I can replicate that.
All right.
You don't have to. So real quick, if you have a local vendor that has a claw machine, there's different fingertips that go on the end of the grabber that will allow for you to pick up different products.
Like this?
Like that, yes.
Well, so now this is maybe for a charity, you do a mystery bag type of thing where the guest pays $50 and then they get to go to the claw machine, and maybe one of the items is like a little Tiffany necklace or something a little bit more high-end, but that's great to use for charities, great to use at a birthday party with all the little gifts that the kids get. But these claw machines, so most of your entertainment providers, especially like large ones like Gary with AEES or Amusement Masters or Bobby Bradley, is he in the room? Nope. What's
Texas Entertainment.
Texas Entertainment. So there's places all across the country that have these, but I think that they're just really fun and a way to just engage the guests at your event. And then you're seeing a lot of these. I just think because this is nostalgic. nostalgic, but also kind of modern and fresh. These guys are basically all over the world. They started in New Zealand, and now they've got them especially all over the US. Definitely fun. It's your bohemian style wedding. And you can do different, you can do beer, you can do wine. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the beer like, you know, the name suggests. All right. And this one, I love, you know, carpool karaoke, I think is so much fun. And, you know, when you go to an event, doing karaoke, you know, now it's just commonplace, but we're just taking it, and this is from Amusement Masters, we're taking it just a little bit level up and not just doing the karaoke, but also putting them into the cars and doing the carpool karaoke. Oh, Gary's telling me you get a video emailed. This one runs about $34.95 for an event. And then this one, along the lines of the augmented reality, mixed reality, this one kind of puts you into the event. Amusement Masters has these. These run again probably about $5,000 an event. $34.95. But different way, you know, everything that we're doing these days is with the augmented reality is really trying to put your guests into the event. And it's just keeping up with the Joneses at this point, all these new and amazing products, especially for entertainment and keeping the guests here at your event and involved and engaged. This one, I'll let you see it, and then can you raise the volume a little bit on that?
In today's busy world, shorter attention spans and increasing distractions mean organizations need smarter tools for connecting with their audiences. At Ink Factory, we offer the tools to help you do that. We're a team of artists skilled in visual note-taking. This means we can listen to just about anything, a keynote speech, a strategy session, or fireside chat, and draw a visual representation of what we hear. And we do it live, right before your eyes. Visual notes look cool, but their benefits go deeper. People are naturally visual learners, so when information is presented in pictures, we remember more of it. And because we process images more quickly, visual notes can make even the most confusing content more accessible and easier to understand. All great stuff if you want to keep folks engaged during meetings, help an audience understand complex information, or stand out at a trade show. We've helped everyone from ad agencies and nonprofits to educators and Fortune 500 companies create real impact through visual experiences. Ink Factory was founded on a mighty mission: to create visual experiences that inspire and engage. Are you ready to see what this looks like for your organization? Let's get started.
Great, right? Have you ever seen that before?
Together.
You're seeing them a lot at general sessions. I'm doing it at, I'm doing the American Montessori Schools, their international conference, and we have it every year at that. It's about 15,000 plus travel, but people who are definitely visual learners like I am, it just opens up the world to understand what they're trying to what the person speaking is trying to reveal. So this is something definitely for your general session. You're going to see more of these, and well, that's all I'm going to say about that. Lost my train of thought. This is the selfie app. This is fun. You know, when you're doing your scavenger hunts, we're going to take it just a little bit to the next level. This is an app. much longer is this video? I feel like I should stop it. No, okay, I'm gonna just let that one go. Selfie app, it's a great way to engage your employees, but you can also use it at an event for everybody to, for your attendees to all kind of engage with each other. And you can make it into a scavenger hunt where you've got prizes at the end for the people who do the most selfies, who engage the most people. You can do it when you're doing gaming and show that everybody's done the part of the game that they're supposed to. Although I'm really, really sick of Zoom and Teams, and I hope we never go back to that again, this is the life that we live in. And there are a lot of people now who still don't go to offices. They're still engaged all day long on Zoom meetings. So this one called Nowhere is going to take your team meeting to a whole nother level.
Gathering online has been unremarkable, but the future is now here.
To say the
Welcome
least.
to Nowhere, a place where you can be truly present in video chat with the fun and adventure of gaming. Be more present with friends and family, more aligned with your team, more connected with fans, and make new friends. Meet in the metaverse in seconds. No download, no headset. Just 2 clicks to join a team meeting.
It needs to be an app. And then you get responses.
Or network above the Alps. Laugh with top comics. Live stream to thousands. Explore music festivals. Sell your merch or drop your NFTs. Select from inspiring spaces from amphitheaters or art galleries to social clubs and intimate spaces. Customize them to suit your needs or even build your own. Depart flat Earth. Go nowhere.
Isn't that cool? No? Yes? Yeah. Okay. This one's the pricing on this one is all over the place, just depending on how many people, how long. I would say probably anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000, depending on what you're using it for. If you're using it all year long, they've got licensing programs. So it's just a different way to engage people, so you're not just using the same old Zoom or Teams. It's just, again, next level. This product, Glow Inflatables, this company is just killing it with all of they've got so many different styles of balloons, products. I love the big ducks. You can brand them. You can do custom-made products. They can design anything that you want them to, including, maybe something like this where you've got an entrance to a gaming and everyone walks through the giant balloon. You've got them at your big concert, you've got them at your general session that people are throwing them around. If you've got an event at a park, putting them in the lake at the park. So many different ways that you can do a balloon at this company, and they're obviously reusable. Fantastic, you've got this huge impact for not a lot of money. It's initial investment, but I'm obsessed with this company and all the different ways that they can do the giant balloons. Same thing, Porta Decor. This company has so many different products, but one of my favorite ones that they do is the pop-up displays. They can make custom pieces for you, laser cut, designed however you want them. You'll see them a lot if you're doing a display, a trade show, a product launch. But they also have the ability to do the smart deco items. And pretty much sky's the limit on that one. Now, Gary, I know you don't have this one. Okay, I'm just gonna let you see it because this is just so cool. I absolutely love this. I haven't done it yet in an event, but I'm going to have one soon. So it's taking the live mosaic wall to a whole new level, and it's taking, doing caricatures. So these little sketch box are doing the caricatures, and then they're gonna take the photo, put it on the mosaic wall. Ridiculous, right? This is running probably about $25,000 an event. Have these sketch bots there. So through AI, these little bots are learning how to just take the photo and making the sketch straight from that photo. Like obsessed. And now they're dancing, doing synchronized dancing. At a huge trade show like this, the guests will go nuts over it. I think this is incredible. For a corporate launch, a huge trade show, fantastic. And this one, OmniSpace 360. So we've done inflatable tents. These guys are taking it, the inflatable domes, inflatable tents, to the next level. So what you've got is they're incorporating the LED wall inside of these portable domes, creating these structures. These are things that you would see like at the Super Bowl, at your big giant festivals. If you're doing something, doing a breakout room for a company, if you've got a really big client doing a birthday party that's got $1 million to spend, this would be a great way to, make different rooms. They also, in this video, they're also touting that they do the projection screen on the outside of the buildings. So inside this dome, you're just creating an immersive experience where the LED wall is all the way around on the outside and the inside, and creating a completely immersive 360 experience inside the dome. These are average, your pricing is probably $100,000 to $300,000 depending on what you're doing. But, everybody's got those large clients, right? I mean, I'm teasing, nobody. That's like on a wish list that I'll do eventually. So Jamie Oristano couldn't come here. He's a staple at special event. This is like probably my 22nd show coming here, but there's an online Facebook group called Find Them. So if you go there and you need, hey, does anybody know a bartender in Orlando? Does anybody know a great production company in DC? If you go post it up there, people will respond, and it's like a community-based resource tool. So if you go join that Facebook group, you'll be able to ask questions, but also if you're able to provide a product, you might be able to get some business off of it.
Real quick on that, Jamie also has it as an online, and you can become a corporate sponsor and do marketing and ads.
Okay. He said that you can have it on, there's also online, and you can become a corporate sponsor as well, and you can do marketing and ads through it as well. So that's Find Them. And if you'll just humor me for a few minutes, I had an AI-generated video put together for celebrating my 25 years in business. I think this is kind of funny because I put in the words, and AI created this video for me. Can you raise the volume?
Elias Events Management. Elias Events Management. Yeah. Certified G in event planning. Awarded the best in Houston. Elias Events Management.
Put it in AI and it does that for you.
Elias Events Management. Elias Event Management. Certified G in event planning. Awarded the best in Houston. If you want an event that brings them in, better call up Debbie Elias. I got the wow factor, wow factor, wow factor. 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 Been in the biz for 25 years. Ain't gonna sweat it, I've seen everything. When I plan an event, I plan to innovate. Love to create, so I push the envelope. Pull up when your bridesmaids watching you elope. Pull up in a Porsche, new model, hit the road. Positive impressions on everyone in attendance. Lost in the sauce, so they pour another drink. Sport, art, cars, bars, award, shows, kick, starts. Hotel, grand open, nuns and compass, all in my repertoire. Check my status, black belt, informatics, enthusiastic. I do a show, it's automatic. I got them laughing, reacting, and chatting. And by the end of the night, everyone's clapping. Wow factor, wow factor, wow factor. Got the wow factor, wow factor, wow factor. Got the wow factor, wow factor, wow factor.
I think Gastro Garage is here. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely go check them out at the trade show floor. So I have to say, please go, a special event to go online on the app and do a survey of this. I hope that you'll give me glowing reviews. Here is the QR code as promised. When you go to the PDF, if you click on the individual logos, it'll give you the website of those logos. And if you glean some good ideas from this presentation, I hope that you'll maybe put it on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter and just let me know. You can also send me an email at debbie@eliasevents.com. Do you have any questions? For some of you guys, that may be hard to get the QR code. I'm not sure, but it'll be up here for a while. No questions? Well, thank you all for coming. It was a full room. I was worried that at 8:30 in the morning, nobody would want to show up to hear me talk. I barely wanted to show up to hear me talk. So, all right, you guys have an amazing show, and hopefully we'll see you all at the events tonight. Oh, thank you.